Pop Tom here. Hoping you're having a great day. This video here is by a gentleman by the name of Peter Santinello. I will have the link for the full video down below. I can only do about 15 minutes total in video, so I won't be able to show the whole thing, but you can click on his link and watch it clear through. But at the end, I'll have some of my comments and my thoughts about this. I've been watching a few videos by people that are not part of the media. This is stuff that the media is not sharing, and the politicians seem to think it's not a big issue. I have shared Elon Musk's video, a couple of those. If you want to go look, you can go into my YouTube channel and you can find those. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'd like to know your thoughts on this. So let's see what's going on with here.
In my mind, coming down to these regions and hearing it from everybody.
Because we're in a crisis mode down here.
10 high-speed chases a day.
He's flying. He's flying.
What are we doing, 130?
Yeah. There's no rules.
So how many containers in total?
Thousands. They had thousands of containers out here. The neighborhood right behind us here is where they fled to. You can get one car caught, divert all the law enforcement resources, and they get 9 through. That's called business. You see the wall here, this 31 foot? That was President Obama. They're recruited through social media.
And it could be some 13-year-old from Phoenix making 10 grand a run.
Yep. They're double stacked to secure it. The federal government sued the state. Aren't we part of America too? The smugglers drive down this highway south to the border. There's nothing humane about that. Nothing.
Yeah.
$1,000, $1,500 just to enter the region.
How hard are the cartels laughing right now, sitting back with some popcorn?
And I say this all the time. Their best friend is in Washington, D.C. That's a horrible thing to say.
They're demoralized, huh?
Ouch. Did you hear what he just said? Their best friend is in Washington, D.C., referring to the President of the United States and the politicians there. That's a pretty strong statement.
Guys are frustrated and they're insulted. Who is talking about border security right now? Nobody. I've been here 38 and a half years. This is the worst I've seen it.
Good morning, guys. Here in southern Arizona, Cochise County, the Mexican border is a few miles that way. Last year, 2022, was the record number of undocumented migrants coming over the border in the United States at 2.76 million. That's the latest estimate that I could find. 1 million more than the previous record. So, to say it lightly, there is a huge uptick in crossings on this border. And there is one person in law enforcement, one department, who can speak openly about this situation. Nobody else can, but that one department is the sheriff's department. And so that's who we're gonna meet up with today, the sheriff here, to get a better understanding of what the situation is like here on the ground. Let's do this. All right, Sheriff Daniels, where are we heading?
We're gonna head to the border.
They're chasing right now?
3 of them.
Can I show the screen or no?
No, that's okay. We have trouble on that, but long story short, that's popping up first for me, so let's head down that way. To put it in perspective, we had 1,578 people booked in our jail last year for border-related crimes. Only 78 was foreign-born or illegals in this country. 1,500 people came to my county to commit criminal international crime. We don't have give-ups. We have complete fight and flight, pursuits, camouflage to get away from us. Nobody runs up to us and say, hey, I'm giving up.
So let me explain that really quickly, or have you explain it. There's give-ups and gotaways. So some migrants are coming over and they're giving up because they know the U.S. government's going to take them in, right?
Yes. And
process them. Then they're going to have an asylum court hearing, who knows when, perhaps years down the road. But the gotaways are the ones, and I'll have you explain that, and that's what we're dealing with here, right?
Yeah, we deal in Cochise County primarily, probably high 90%, if not almost 100% of gotaways. These are people that are seen on cameras, seen by citizens, seen by my camera system here in Cochise County, and we don't get them. We can't find them. They get away from us. These are 100% smuggled through the cartels. They bring them up here, they smuggle them, they put them in cars that come here from all over the United States, and then they take off on us. And that's what Cochise County is all about.
So I was just up in Yuma County. I saw both. I saw give-ups and getaways. What you're saying is every area of the country on the border is different in that respect. Like there's no uniform, like it's all happening the same way everywhere.
It's different. Everybody has their different challenges based on their terrain, based on population, and most important, based on the cartel south of us.
What's their status right now? Are they increasing power, decreasing power? I know there's a shakeup with the Sinaloa cartel. Like,
one thing that we haven't seen, as they're having this internal rift, external rift with power within the Sinaloa cartel, the product's still coming. I mean, we know the humans are still being smuggled, which I call, by the way, modern day slavery. They stuff these people, they take their money from them. There's nothing consensual about smuggling, even though that's a definition between smuggling and trafficking. When you shove a 7-year-old in the trunk, or you shove a 7-year-old in the back on top of them with a bunch of adults on top of them, there's nothing humane about that. Nothing. Yeah. Sheriffs stand for 3 objectives: public safety, national security, and humanitarian. And that's what I'm talking about with humanitarian. So there's not a win in any of those categories. In fact, just the opposite. It's a lose-lose to this country and the people that are being exploited.
so this is quite a nice neighborhood.
It is, but we're close to the mountains. So whenever you get close to the mountains, that's where they're dropping out of when they come that way.
You're saying they're coming over the mountains here?
Uh-huh.
That's a serious hike.
Oh, it is. So right here in this neighborhood, they just took 6 illegals in this community, and then 2 United States citizens that were smuggling. So my office took custody and we towed the vehicle.
How long ago did that happen?
30 minutes ago. So this is a neighborhood. They got them right behind us here. So
Okay.
this is a beautiful area. It's a beautiful county. It's a special county. It's home to 125,000 people. But this neighborhood right behind us here is where they fled to. In Cochise County, there's a new law that went into effect last year that if you smuggle for profit, we can charge them for a Class 2 felony.
Okay.
So since the law went into effect September 28th, we're over 100 people that we've charged. So again, it goes back to, if you smuggle in my county, the consequences are steep here for us at the state level. That's Border Patrol right there.
Oh, that's Border Patrol. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 U.S. citizens, how does this work, the smuggling? Like, are they coming from Phoenix or different cities in America and just doing like a caravan going back and forth?
They're coming from all over the country.
Okay.
And they're recruited through social media to include juveniles. They go to Phoenix, they get their setup, get a car, whatever it takes, drive down here, they stage somewhere here until they're told to go to a certain point to pick up.
Okay.
They jump out of the brush onto usually a highway like this, jump out, get in the back of the car, head down the highway, they throw off their camouflage, throw it in the road, throw it alongside the road, and away they go.
Juveniles, what do you mean? Like, how old?
We got them 13 years old, 14. We had last couple weeks.
Not even,
14.
they don't even have driver's license?
No, they don't have driver's license. Take mom and dad's car, or whatever car they can get their hands on, and they come down here.
How much are they making per migrant?
When we first started last March, the details, when it started getting hot and heavy here,
Yeah.
it was 1,000 to 1,500. Now it's over 3,000 per person.
Oh my God. So you can come down in a minivan, pick up, say, four migrants, like what just happened, right? And you can make over 10 grand
Yeah.
like that in a day's work.
Right, and I'll show you some posts on that where, yes, they can get that. And it's just incredible, scary money. It really is. But it tells you the business and the profits that are being paid. If you can pay those dividends back, you can tell you the billions of dollars they're making down here.
So do the traffickers here, are the cartels paying them directly, or the migrants coming over have the cash and are paying them?
2 thoughts. Now, first thought is the migrants that are coming across have to pay the cartel.
Yep. And what is that now, right?
It's
That cost?
minimum $7,000
to get over this border.
Get over the border. You get 3 attempts. Then the cartels pay the drivers through social media to come here for $3,000 a head. These are U.S. citizens working for criminal cartels, transnational organizations across in a foreign country, and they're working here for profit. So they're a labor on the U.S. side that coordinates the efforts, pays them, runs the stash houses, because they take them from here, they're going to a stash house. And understand, a lot of these people don't have all the money, so they become servant to these criminal cartels. Drugs, sex, labor, gangs, you name it. So if I can stop it here, I call it preservation of life.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. Stop it here. I mean, listen, There are sheriffs, there are other law enforcement that don't put the attention we do in Cochise County. If you get caught here, there's consequences for it. This is a destination to come enjoy our county, not to break our laws. How you doing?
So, a couple like this that lives here, do they know what's going on? Or not really?
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
There's no secret to what goes on in Cochise County. We put out public safety reminders all the time. Let me just check, see what else we got here in this area.
So it's that active. Like we just met up 40 minutes ago, and there was already one situation.
Yeah, this is not like it's 24/7 somewhere in the county. And the cartels spot us, and they're on the U.S. side. I mean, they're also on the Mexican side, but they spot us, and they got a very elaborate plan. So they know we're law enforcement. They know my interdiction team is out, and they'll flip the county and go the other side. I mean, it's a cat and mouse game with deadly consequences. When you drive through these communities at over 100 miles an hour, I think last year we put over 150, 180, whatever it was, people in our jail just for felony flight pursuits. From juveniles that we remanded to adults, all the way to adults. I mean, the numbers are staggering for us. We've always had smuggling, but we've never had to the degree. And I say this all the time. I've seen the good of the border, the bad of the border, and the ugly of the border, and now we're seeing the ugly of the border.
The what of the border?
The ugliest.
This is the worst you've seen it.
The worst I've ever seen.
Since when?
I've been here 38 and a half years. 38 and a half years. This is the worst I've seen it. And it's worse because we don't have the messaging from Washington, D.C., from Congress. We don't have it from the President of the United States, the Vice President, or Secretary of Mayorkas. All you hear is the border is effectively secured. That's a false narrative. That's a complete false narrative. When people are dying in my county.
Wow. Did you hear that? False narrative from the federal government. Unreal.
We had the one last week again. When people die in my county, and they're saying this is secured, that's not an expectation that I think is successful.
Yeah.
Wow. I have to cut this short. Again, I'm only allowed 15 minutes on a YouTube channel right now, but what's your thoughts? This is a county sheriff that deals with this all the time. I watched another one where now this sheriff has quite a few deputies. He's a little more fortunate, but I watched another one where they only had like 16 deputies, so only 2 on duty at any given time. And you saw how active this community is. And to say it's not an issue, to say the border is secure, it's all about money. It's got to be. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. I want to thank you for watching. You have a great day and take care.